In the pot today, spinach and mushroom. Guess what in the pot today? Welcome to Creator's Kitchen. And guess what in the pot today? Today we are going to do some breakfast recipe. And it's just easy and simple with some vegetable, as in you can see spinach, mushroom, tomato, shallots, spring onion, and bell pepper. And what we're going to do with this recipe, we're just going to cook some simple, delicious spinach. Easy and healthy and quick. So you know what? We're going to chop our mushroom in about 4 or 3 and get our tomato, shallots, and spring onion chopped. You know what? All these vegetables have lovely taste when they cook, especially the spring onion, the shallots, and the tomato. So that will just kick the flavor into the spinach. So you know what, guys? I hope you enjoy cooking this simple healthy breakfast with me. We can have loads of different way of making breakfast. So let's go ahead and start cooking our spinach. So first we are going to chop the veg. So we're going to move our bowl of spinach, but you know, as you cook spinach, it's just go down to nothing. So wash the spinach and that's the spinach. And what I'm going to do with the spinach, I'm just going to cut the mushroom in. I don't want them too big, so that's one mushroom cutting. You can cut it however you want the mushroom, but I like them small in little trunks. So you can cut in 4, you can cut in 6, however you want to cut your mushroom. As we chop all our mushroom, then we're going to chop our tomatoes in small pieces because we want everything to dissolve. So you can chop your tomato as small as you want them, because you know what, they're going to dissolve into the vegetable. You can even cut them in 4 if you want, because as soon as this tomato is softened, they go smaller. So I'm just making a bit quick and easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. Right, so my knife is not that sharp. My son keeps telling me about my knife that I need sharp knife. So as for these, we're going to do our spring onion first before we do the shallots. So we take the bits off. I already washed all the veg. Doesn't matter how you cut the spring onion, as long as they cut in small pieces. They don't have to be too fine, because as soon as they cook, they dissolve in the spinach and the onion. And spring onion have nice flavor. So now, make life easier, we're just gonna chop our bell pepper. So we're gonna de-seed the bell pepper. Take all of that out. Here we go. We have a little brown bits in our bell pepper. I don't know what that is, so I'm just taking that off. And there is some here as well. I'm not sure what it is, so we're removing it. Then we're just gonna chop these bell pepper in. And then I'm not in no neat and fine. I'm just chopping them as I go, as long as I get them small. So we're going for these now. They're lovely and sweet when they cook. Decide my mind to use 2 because they give it a nice flavor. So we're just gonna cut them in the shape they are. Because once they go into the pan, they're just gonna soften and dissolve. Well, now we are going to cook our spinach. And first we're going to pour some olive oil, about 2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil into the pan. And we are going to put all our onion and bell pepper to soften it. So first you're going to put all your scallop into the pan. Oops. And just gonna let those soften and go a bit caramel. Then I'm gonna put the others in to get that nice sweet effect. They're even sweeter than onion, so this is what's gonna help to bring the flavor into your spinach. So now as the shallot is softened a bit, we are going to put the rest of chopped vegetable in that and let them soften as well. So we're going to put our spring onion, tomato, bell pepper, mushroom. And we're going to soften all these. The mushroom take a little time to cook. After all of these soften, we're going to add our spinach, mixed herb. And we're going to add some mixed herb to the vegetables. Not too much. And you just keep checking and stirring to make sure. In this, my dear, we forgot to add our garlic. So I'm going to add 1 large clove of garlic to the rest of the vegetables. So here we go. We had 1 large clove of chopped garlic. We're going to add that to the veg. I just completely forgot my garlic. We're going to make all these mushrooms go nice and tender. That tomato go tender. It's a nice combination of veg. Our veg guy, we're just going to sprinkle a little tiny bit of this in it. Not a lot, because you don't want this to kill the vegetable flavor. You want that nice vegetable flavor. So we're just going to sprinkle about half a teaspoon in it. You don't need a lot in it, because that will spoil the flavor of the veg. You don't want to miss out on cooking this vegetable. This one will let you eat vegetable every day, as long as you put all the same ingredients I put in it. You don't want much spice, just a little mixed herb, little of that spice you saw me put, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of sprinkle of salt, then your black pepper, and you're ready to go. Now we are ready to add our spinach. Nice bowl of spinach, fresh lovely green leaf. Let's add that to the pan. So you're going to add your spinach small, because you know it's quite big bunch, but when it softens, it tends to go in the pot small. So don't add all of it one go. Just wait till the others has gone down, then you add the rest. No water added, nothing. You're not gonna add it because you don't want water. You let the vegetable cook in its own moisture. That's why you ruin the vegetable when you start pouring loads of water in. So now we're gonna try shuffle it in just to get it to go down a bit. Just leave it on for a minute. Don't leave it too long, and don't leave the cooker because you don't want the vegetable to get burned, because remember, there's no water in it. It's the moisture from the vegetable is cooking the vegetable. Now we remove the lid and we're gonna just see what happened here. So just give that a few minutes, because I do a lot of spinach, because I'm doing this for 3 people. So we're just gonna rest the lid in again for another minute and a half, and by then our spinach will be ready. So now we're gonna check back on our spinach. We're gonna check to make sure all the spinach leaves are softened. Just give it a little more time. Just let it soften a little bit more. All that mushroom. Pinch of salt, which is not a lot of salt, just a small amount of salt. Pinch of salt. You don't want your vegetables too salty. A little bit of flavor of salt, but not many salt. Just a pinch to kick the flavor up a little bit. And guess what? We're just gonna add a little more herb, mixed herb on it to kick it off a bit. Yeah. And in that, we're gonna add some black pepper. So we're just gonna add some black pepper. Just some black. Stir in the pan. We didn't add any water because all that vegetable cooked. And I make sure all that vegetable is softened in the spinach to give the spinach that lovely juicy flavor. And it's a nice meal. You can have just this for a meal. You can have it with bread, you can have it with rice, whatever your choice. I hope you, my dear, enjoy cooking this vegetable recipe with me today. This lovely spinach and mushroom, and I hope you enjoy the meal as well. And if you like it, don't forget to send me your comment. And if it's your first time at Creator's Kitchen, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see a new weekly video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video coming up. Bye! What's in the pot?